Vivo has quietly introduced its latest mid-range offering, the Y19s Pro, a beefed-up version of last year's Y19s. Designed for users who prioritize endurance and durability without breaking the bank. The Y19s Pro packs a generous battery, a robust build, and a competent camera setup into a familiar form factor. Here is an in-depth look at what this new phone brings to the table. The Y19s Pro features a 6.68-inch LCD panel with an HD resolution of 1608 x 720 pixels, supporting a 90 Hz refresh rate for smoother scrolling and animations. Despite being an LCD, the screen can hit a peak brightness of 1000 nits, which should ensure decent legibility under direct sunlight. Color coverage stands at 83% NTSC, striking a reasonable balance between vibrancy and battery efficiency, with dimensions of 165.75 x 76.10 x 8.10 millimeters and a weight of 200 grams. The phone feels substantial in hand, but not unwieldy, thanks to a chassis that meets mil STD 810H military-grade durability standards and boasts an IP64 rating for water and dust resistance. Under the hood, Vivo has opted for the Unisoc T612 chipset, a 12nm part that offers respectable efficiency and day-to-day performance for most mid-range tasks. The Y19s Pro comes with up to 8GB of RAM and 256GB of internal storage, though regional variations may offer different configurations. A dedicated microSD slot is available for users who want to expand storage further. Out of the box, the device runs Android 15 with Vivo Fun Touch OS 16 skin on top. While Fun Touch OS is known for its rich customization options, Vivo has promised a near-stock Android experience with only essential bloatware, keeping animations and transitions snappy on the T612 platform. A standout feature of the Y19s Pro is its massive 6000 mAh battery, which Vivo claims can easily last through a full day, and then some under typical mixed-use scenarios. For charging, the phone supports 44W fast charging via USB-C. In real-world terms, users can expect to top up from 0 to around 50% in roughly 2,530 minutes, making this model a solid choice for anyone who needs long endurance and doesn't want to tether themselves to a charger throughout the day. On the photography front, the Y19s Pro employs a dual camera array on its rear panel. The primary sensor is a 50 megapixels unit with an f1.8 aperture, capable of capturing detailed stills in well-lit environments. A secondary 0.08 megapixels sensor handles depth data for portrait shots, ensuring decent subject separation when using the built-in bokeh mode. While the secondary sensor resolution is minimal, it helps the phone achieve acceptable edge detection without inflating costs. Up front, a 5 megapixels selfie camera with an f2.2 aperture sits in a centered punch hole cutout. Although not class-leading, the selfie shooter supports standard features like portrait mode and HDR, enough for casual social media uploads. The Y19s Pro covers all the essential connectivity bases: dual 4G Volt support, dual-band Wi-Fi 2.4 GHz, 5 GHz, Bluetooth 5.2, GPS, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. An FM radio tuner is also included. For those who still enjoy traditional broadcasts, Vivo has placed the fingerprint sensor on the power button along the right edge, enabling quick one-touch unlocking. Stereo speakers provide a more immersive audio experience when listening to music or watching videos. The inclusion of military-grade durability and an IP64 rating makes the phone more resilient than most budget devices, guarding against minor drops, dust ingress, and occasional splashes. With the Y19s Pro, Vivo clearly targets consumers who need a reliable daily drive with rock solid battery life and a durable build. all while keeping costs in check. The full HD equivalent display, albeit at a lower resolution, capable Unisoc T612 chipset, and generous 8GB RAM 256GB storage should satisfy most users' performance needs for typical apps and multitasking. Meanwhile, the 6000 mAh battery and 44W fast charging ensure that power anxiety becomes a thing of the past, at a time when mid-range phones often compromise one or two key areas. The Vivo Y19s Pro strikes a balanced formula of endurance, durability, and everyday performance, making it a compelling option for anyone seeking longevity and reliability in a sub-premium smartphone.